Are you ready? Can crush us. It don't really get no better than this. The podcast that you're looking for if you're really heavy into wrestling. Hosted by the Mark. Energy that's so amazing. Gotta keep it entertaining. Rep the Can Crusher Nation. Yeah, you know what's going down in the ring. Lights out when you hit a ding ding. Knock 'em out like boom bada bing. Hold it down, you can crown me the king. Got a shout out to the Miz and Duke the Dumpster. We choke slamming everybody. Power driving, hit 'em with a face buster. Yeah, this the show you need and it ain't no need for waiting. Mark, hold it down for the Can Crusher Nation. All about wrestling and keep it entertaining. Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast. Time to break 'em, let's go. Yeah, Can Crushers. Yeah, Can Crushers. Let's go.
Hey everybody, this is Gilbert, WWF's longest reigning light heavyweight champion. And you're listening to Can Crushers Podcast, the best guys there are out there.
Welcome to Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast. We have a lot to talk about this week. So much. And again, nothing has to involve wrestling. That's Sir Michael Jenks. I'm Mark the Mark. Max has now found the window in the podcast room, so we may be effed because he also got new toys. Oh, this is going to be a show, folks. Welcome abroad.
Hey, you know what? You let him live, okay? He needs all the excitement he can get right now.
Oh, he's got excitement. Don't worry about him. Poor little buddy. Sir Michael Jenks. So I'm stealing, and then we'll run real quick.
Okay.
Did you see, and I know you did, and I know some other people did, and it was Derek, who listens to Can Crushers podcast, also involved on the old not Snapchats, the Tickety Talks, sent me a running caricature last week. That was unfucking believable. Derek, thank you very much. I am going to print that out and put it in the gym. Did I do it this week? Nope, it was on the schedule to, but things happen. But that's why I want to start with him, Derek. That was phenomenal. I might share it here, throw it into the photo this week so you can see it. If not, I'll get around to showing it. But I've already created the logo for this week, and it's pretty epic.
Oh, you're already ahead of the game? Yeah, the caricature was great. It's fantastic. But you're already ahead of the game with the logo on that?
I have to be.
Oh, well, you're saying you have a lot going on tomorrow or on the day of release?
I don't have time to breathe in the next 48 hours of recording. So, yeah. Am I supposed to tell them now?
Well, I mean, if you want, let's go. What are you up to? What's going on with you?
Okay, as you're listening to this, I'm probably picking up garbage at what is called Blizzard Fest here in Ridgeway, Pennsylvania. It's
just to clarify, that's not the opening of Dairy Queen down there. So.
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming though. We're counting the days. Somebody needs a dilly, but he's licking the window now. Oh my god, I have a window licking dog.
You get used to it after a while. Don't worry about
it. Blizzard Fest. It's just a little festival that's popped up here in the last couple years. Local breweries, local within probably like 50 miles, come bring some stuff. Tchotchkes and this are being sold. There's a couple bands each day doing their thing. So, as a community, we donate 2 dumpsters and somebody's got to go get them every day. Short straw this year. I haven't done this in forever. Ever. But short straw, I get to wake up tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock, go dump those dumpsters. Won't take long, but it's meaning I have to get up at 5.
Yeah.
Because then I have 9 miles to run tomorrow. And then it's district championship basketball in Clarion, Pennsylvania at the university. And I have 4 games to call. And I have to be there approximately 11 o'clock because games that I'll be calling start at noon until Sunday.
And theoretically at noon, they could get pushed back.
Right, on
Because
paper.
On paper, they're noon, but
Right. But the two games prior to that may not be over because they're championship games with good teams, and sometimes overtimes happen or this, that, or the other.
just things happen.
It's going to be a long day tomorrow. Yes, we're recording Friday, by the way, folks. You guys know we usually record Thursdays, but that story's yet to come.
Let's just leave it at it. It's a doozy. Doozy if you want to go there. But
way back in the beginning of the show, we had garbage tips. It was kind of like a thing, don't put broken glass in your garbage, notify the garbage man if you do, tie your bag, don't put loose stuff in it, stuff like that, because I was more garbage oriented back then in my job. So we were kind of nipping two with one. I'm all over the place now, but your PSA from us, flushable wipes are flushable, but they really don't do much once they get into drains. They get stuck on things that are in drains, and they could be in there for a long time. Mm-hmm. Long enough time that they become a wall and back up water, not good water, into people's houses because there's a wall of flushables, and then we have to hunt and peck and find them. And then we essentially then have to break a pipe to see where the hell they are because they've turned into almost concrete, and either fish them out or try to send them down. And it's turns out to be a volcano, doesn't it, Jenks? Because you've seen the Snapchat.
Yeah. Shit goes everywhere. Shit flies.
It was soupy. Yes,
it was not good. Just a shitty day all around. Yeah. Keep the flushable wipes out of the drain. Throw them away if you're going to use them. Or buy a bidet and toilet paper.
Nothing's wrong with old-fashioned toilet paper.
No, nothing at all.
Anything truly is. Well, not anything, because people are going, no, my hand isn't. But a lot of stuff is flushable. Ethan flushed a Matchbox car at one point when he was younger. It made it through, thank God. Things are flushable. It's when they get underneath your house and other people's houses and in pipes is where they become a nuisance. And
it's a technicality at that point.
Yeah, it's off your hands until it becomes a wall.
Yep.
And then maybe you don't pay for it, but your neighbor might. Maybe it doesn't make it back into your system and into your basement. But others around you may be struggling. Yeah, do you know how deep that was, that picture that I sent you?
Oh my God. That has to have been, 10 feet? What?
It was 7.5 feet.
Oh my God.
And was it not solid? It was not solid. It was not solid at all.
It was flowing, but it was solid but flowing. Let's put it that way.
Don't use flushable wipes. I don't care what dude or because it's dude wipes or I don't care what any of those people say. They are not good for the environment or the processing of your shit.
Yeah, the Cleveland Browns official sponsor for their brown uniforms does not dictate that it's good for pipes.
No.
They have no idea.
None. Not at all. So that's my week in a nutshell. I did call a couple other basketball games, which were phenomenal. 2 teams got eliminated. We have more to go.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be busy yet for a little bit. But so no elimination chamber until Sunday for me. But we'll get there because I have a off the wall kind of thing I want to talk about when we get there. But how is all of your business this week? As shitty as mine?
Well, not being shit. I mean, that didn't happen, but it was interesting. You know, I think our Thursday was just a complete crapshoot at that point because my morning was something out of a lazy person's dream, theoretically. So, a little bit of backstory here, just a little snippet. I am a part of one of our inclusion and belonging networks at Erie Insurance. At my job, I do some things for our team, and one of them we're doing is Singo. This is relevant in about 2 seconds. So I'm at work, doing my thing, right? Just working, doing whatever it is. And I try to load up my monitor, load up my computer. My one monitor comes on. There's no taskbar on it. There's a window. It works, but there's no taskbar. So I'm like, well, that's not right. So then I'm like, well, maybe I need to close out of that. And let me just restart the computer. Thinking, hey, this is a simple fix, right?
Caveman fix.
Caveman fix, reset. So I go to restart my computer and I click on the start menu. Doesn't work. Okay, well, this is not going well, right? So now I'm like, well, what do I do? Hard reset. We just hard reset the computer. Okay, that should take care of it. Comes back on. You need a network driver. Well, that's great. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll start that revamp. And to be fair to everyone thinking, well, dumbass, this could be a virus. It was not. This warning had already come up before. So I was well aware that it was needed to be happening at some point. Do the update. Okay. So I'm sitting there with this dialog box is loading up the update on the screen. Can't use the screen because it's in the middle of the screen and it takes up half the fucking page. So, okay, great. Now I can't do it. I just got to let it run. So during this time, I start doing my Gen Con Singo event, building the playlist we're using for Singo. If you know what Singo is, if you don't, basically think bingo, but we use songs. Right, so we're going to match generation with the song, call it as it comes up on this random playlist. Cool. I'm going to do that till this is done. It should take maybe 20 minutes. You know, updates sometimes take 20. Sometimes they take 20. I'm waiting, working some more. Somebody has a question, I go ask to help them. Somebody has another question, I help them. Hour later, we're about 50% loaded on this update. This is going great. Okay, cool. Well, this is taking a while. Keep going.
You're done with Singo now.
I'm almost done with Singo at this point. I'm running out of songs to put on a playlist, and I'm looking, and okay, we're going to start the update. Great. Fantastic. We're 2 hours in now, folks. We're going hard. Balls to the wall at this point. Like, okay. The supervisor's walking by and goes, still going? I go, yep. I don't know what to do here. She's like, well, just hang out, I guess, because there's nothing you can do. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm like, okay, great. One of my other coworkers comes by and goes, oh, yeah, that took me an hour and a half when I had to do it earlier in the week. Fantastic. Thanks for telling me that. Okay. Because I'm already over this time period, and it's not looking great. I don't have any meetings at this point, so I'm just like, okay, this is not great. So I started this journey, this fantastic journey at 8:30 in the morning. It finished its final update and loaded everything back up at 10:45 in the morning. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes into an update on a laptop that at some point in the next couple of weeks will be replaced with a new one.
A brand new laptop's coming.
With a brand new laptop, because that's the retention policy at Erie. You get a new work laptop after a certain amount of time. Tell me why I had to sit for 2 hours and update a computer that I'm turning in 2 weeks, probably.
They picked you and they're like, hey, your turn today.
I was literally twiddling my thumbs thinking, man, I wish this would have happened on my birthday because I didn't want to do a fucking thing on my birthday.
Yeah.
But no.
Nope.
It was a gift they kept on giving Thursday morning.
Did you think about getting up and going for a walk, or hey, I'll be back in a little bit.
I did
go
take a
get
quick walk.
coffee.
Somebody came up. The supervisor came up and was like, "I'm taking a walk." I'm like, "Fantastic," because I need to do something too. So did a couple laps around the basement at the same time during that time, and it still wasn't ready, but it was the longest day. I mean, it wasn't as bad as Mark's. Mark had the worst day Thursday, the shittiest of days on Thursday, but mine was just like I could be doing anything else this week, but no.
Yeah, Forrest Gump says it happens.
It happens. So the fun time. Well, so now my everything's up to date, and
For
it
2
works
weeks,
finally
man.
for 2 weeks, and then I get something new, and then I got to learn that thing all over again. But that was my week. Was basically one of those things where it was the end of the week, end of our release period. We had stuff going out, but it was just stupid shit just popping up.
Literal stupid shit.
Literal.
Your birthday was Tuesday. How was it? What you get involved with last weekend?
Yeah. Last weekend got involved with a surprise party, diaper party. So that was very nice. Family, friends came celebrate. Got a lot of homemade food, which was fantastic. We had to bring my own cake, which was hilarious in its own right. And then shout out, Kimberly was bringing sweets, so she had to bring the cake, obviously. So she's like, "You have to go over to your sister's. There's something going on." And I'm like, "Okay, so it's birthday stuff." So then naturally, I come around the corner and there's Moochie's vehicle. I'm like, "Oh God, this is just going. This guy's already here." So, but yeah, so it was a fun time. We had a blast with everybody there. Kids were having a blast. Everything. Really thankful for friends, family, everybody that was there and who has been supportive throughout this whole thing. So, but yeah, Kimberly gets special props because she can't keep a secret, even a surprise. So she did great. She did great the past couple weeks, keeping this all bottled up. So, but the weekend was good. Birthday was good. Did trivia. Absolutely shat the bed at trivia. So that was lucky week there. So it's a good week. You can't complain about it. The birthday. 1 year older, maybe wiser.
Definitely wiser.
Grayer. Definitely grayer, I would say. So
that comes monthly.
Yes. Yeah, I noticed a new one every freaking day at this point. But yeah, so it was very nice. It was a good birthday. And now we're in the period where we ramp up to your birthday, which is coming up.
Yeah, my birthday is coming up. Huh?
Well, you're running.
Yeah, I'm running away from my birthday. I have nothing going on my birthday that I know of yet. So we'll see.
Well, now you had a special accomplishment hit over the weekend, right? In terms of your running coming up next month.
I did. Yeah, I did. I did. Yeah, everybody knows on December. Holy shit.
December,
March, yeah. I'm not running in December. On March 21st, I'm doing the St. Jude's run for, St. Jude's Heroes that all money goes to the children of St. Jude's. This was the first thing I ever signed up for because I'm like, This is where I'm going. And I've done other virtual ones and everything since, and everybody knows that. But I'm like, this is the first one because St. Jude's holds a lot in my heart for them helping Ethan as he's a child, and I signed up to make sure I raised $500. The guy on the other side of the mic is the one that fucking put me over, and I instantly started crying because I got all the notifications. It was a big donation week last weekend from people, and I'm like, I was wondering if I was going to get there, this, that, or the other, and then all of a sudden, people just like, oh yeah, Mark's doing this, and they just blew it up, and it's well over $500 now, and I can't thank you all enough, and that son of a bitch over there was the one, and it's like, Sir Michael Jenks. It didn't say Sir Michael Jenks, but it said Michael Jenks set you over the limit. I'm like, cried.
Yeah.
So I thank you all that have donated. If you still want to donate, that's cool. The link is out there. I put it on TikTok all the time. I put it everywhere. But yeah, if you're interested, cool. You know what? Screw it. I'll put it in the show notes this week if you guys want to check it out.
There you go. Yeah, keep donating. Do not stop just because you hit the limit. Keep on funneling the money into there. It's for a great cause and all of that. I was going to do it anyways. It just happened to coincide with putting you over the limit. So it was like, okay, well, I guess I'm just being dramatic like usual. So there you go. So, but hey, it worked out. Hey, you know what? You deserve it. You deserve to raise all the money, and St. Jude's deserves every penny that they get to help with the cause that they do. So this was fantastic, and I was so happy that you got over the limit. I was ecstatic at that point. So
the day prior, thank you all again. That I kind of skipped over that real much like an asshole. The day prior, I was off work, and I actually got my real running shoes now. That are just, I'm breaking them in. I used them for a few miles this week. Next week, they're going to be put on the shelf until running time again. But I got my Hokas, and they're Hokas, I don't know, Biadas or something like that. And the 9th edition, or whatever. They're all got weird names. But, oh my God. Clouds on my feet. The knee doesn't hurt. The hips don't hurt. So, yeah, I actually am excited to run. I will run 9 miles in them tomorrow to see how, I feel. Because it will be the longest run I did them. And it'll be the longest run I've done in a while because I've kind of been on like a deload system right now. But now it's time to ramp back up since I'm essentially 21 days away from my 5K and 2 months away from my half. So
that's fantastic. It's on. It's on.
It really is.
Yeah. The crunch is happening. I saw they were black. Last week you wanted a different color. So what transpired there? Were you disappointed when you get the black ones or what?
I was disappointed when I got the black ones. The first time, shout out the Rapid Transit in State College, Pennsylvania. People told me to go down there. I'm like, hey, I'm Mark. I'm from Ridgeway. Whoa, hold on. We knew you were coming down. I'm like, what? And they're like, no. A lot of people have told us who've just gotten running shoes. One being a really close friend of the family said, hey, this guy's going to come down. That's her name that I brought up. Mm-hmm. Yep. She told me you're coming down here in the near future. I don't want to know anything about you. He brings out every style of running shoe. He's like, I don't know. I don't want to know what you want yet. So he brings out Brooks and Hokas and Nikes and Reeboks and New Balance, like one of each. You try all these on. Okay. I'm like, mentally, I was going into I wanted Hokas anyway because they're kind of the running shoe that I've heard and heard so much about them. The Asics were really nice. The Brooks were way too hard for me. I didn't like them. New Balance just makes me think they're old shoes. Sorry. I just didn't.
Were they white?
Yeah. Whitish, grayish, like
creamish. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I went to the Hoka, okay? And it wasn't even the one that I wanted. I'm like, I like these a lot. He's like, well, okay. So he put all those other ones aside, every other brand to aside. He goes in the back and he grabs 6 more boxes of every Hoka style he has. First one he pulls out is a pit blue with white. I'm like, oh man, these are nice. Then there was some fun colors, and I'm like, that's really what I want, fun colors. It was the 4th pair that I put on, these Beyondies or whatever the hell they're called. And I put them on, and my foot sunk in them. They wrapped my ankle tight, and I'm like, And this is all after I found out that I'm an 11 and a half because I've been wearing 12. I don't know, since I was like 30. He's like, no, you're an 11 and a half, dude. You're actually an 11 and a half wide. Oh, okay, fine. Because they measured the gait. They did all this. He's like, yeah. And I walked around in every pair of shoes. Well, once I fell in love with these shoes, he's like, because it's so close to Penn State. Like, it's literally on campus, essentially. He's like, go run around Maine. What? Yeah. He's like, go take a 10-minute run. I said, what if I don't like them? He's like, you don't like them. You come back and try another pair on and do the same thing. I'm like, what if I don't buy them?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't buy them. We take care of people. I'm like, you have to be kidding me. I'm running outside because it wasn't the clearest day. It wasn't full of snow yet or anything, but it was mucky. He's like, okay. I ran around campus. I came back and I'm like, that's a hell of a sales technique. He's like, yeah, you want these ones, don't you? I'm like, you're fucking right, I do. I'm like, these are amazing.
It's like test driving a car. You got to test drive the shoes.
Yeah. When have you ever went to a Foot Locker and been able to wear them around the mall for a while?
Well, no, you don't. Do you know how much trial and error I've done at home with Amazon shoes that now I found the ones that I'm like, oh, fantastic. Like I like Under Armour sneakers now because I'm like, these are fucking great.
Right.
They're everything I want them to be.
But how many pair did you have to go through?
Exactly. You burn through 75 or whatever it is to find that one that's like the perfect shoe for you.
Well, this was it. Ran around, came back. He's like, you like them? I'm like, yep. He's like, you want to wear them home? I'm like, no, I'm not wearing these home.
Yeah.
He was kidding about that. He's like, yeah, you don't want to wear these when you're driving and stuff. I'm like, no. So, yeah, I was down. It took me to go, and of course, this is how it is anyway. It takes me longer to get back and forth to State College than I was down there. He did everything we're best friends. He's like, after you do one of your long runs or like up to 5 miles, he's like, if you don't like them, bring them back. So I could have brought them back Saturday after I was done with my 5-mile run.
Yeah.
And he's like, we'll do it again. We'll find something that you really like. And I'm like, I'll never buy another pair of shoes, running shoes, because they don't have anything else down there but running stuff.
Right.
From anywhere else. Every time I need a new pair after 300, 400 miles when they're, they are done running wise, right back down there.
Oh, I don't
Unbelievable service.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I would have loved Foot Locker back in the day. Say, hey, you want to try out these Jordans? Yeah, go play a game of basketball and come back.
Yeah. Let me know how they are.
Yeah. So the customer service, and the thing is, we're both kind of in, but customer service and everything. So you don't see it like that anymore, is where I'm going.
No, you do not.
So it really took me off guard. And I'm like, what? He's like, first of all, you're not stealing them. You just took off your shoes and put your wallet and your phone in your shoes. So you're content leaving your stuff here to go for a run. I'm like, yeah. You have to come back and get your keys.
Yeah.
Your Jeep's right outside. I mean, he's telling me everything that I know. He's like, just wear them. Okay.
Yeah. They have all the collateral, so you're not going to abandon all your shit. No.
Guess what? If I didn't like them and I scuffed them up, he can send them back probably.
Probably. Oh, absolutely.
Right? I'm sure Hoke has got some type of deal saying, we tried, but
this got scuffed up.
Was an idiot. Yeah.
Or they know how to clean them properly and it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean?
Or sell them discounted that wanted them.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Somebody else likes that shoe. And if there was a mile put on them, they're like, there's a mile of them.
So somebody's not as passionate or is just buying the shoe to buy the shoe to wear walking or just whatever. They don't care what's happened to them or anything like that. So,
yeah. Amazing. Rapid Transit, State College, Pennsylvania. Support them. Wrestling?
Sure.
Have you watched any spring training or anything yet?
No spring training. Well, I track spring training because, I didn't talk about this.
Track spring traiing?
So, see this?
Look at you.
Yeah, I got a new healthy watch. So I have the alerts come on my phone, but now they go to my watch. So now I can read during the day on my watch without picking up my phone and see, the Rays are doing pretty good.
Right.
So the one day they beat the shit out of Toronto, I think it was, which was fantastic. I was loving every minute of that. But so I've been tracking it that way in that regard, but I haven't watched any full games yet.
I haven't either. Thank God, because I know thank God, because the Tigers are putrid right now, absolutely putrid. But I don't think anybody started but me, you, or Moochie, and
Yeah,
they've just gotten, as Greg Gagne would say, their tits lit up. So
yeah, I don't think. Well, even if the Rays continue to win spring training, they're not going to do absolutely anything in the season. I do not have high hopes for the season for Tampa. Just last year didn't go well, and they really haven't. They don't do anything in free agency, and there's nothing really great happening. So I don't think they're going to go anywhere, if you will. But
and I'm the other way. I don't care what happens in spring training. I think the Tigers will be at least number one wild card, if not win the Central hands down this year.
oh, they should. I mean, they should have that wrapped up
pretty
early.
I would hope.
I'm just guessing
Cleveland's
going to be the outside.
Yeah.
Cleveland's always going to be the spot.
Everybody else got worse in that division. Putrid.
That's a fact. Absolute ass. So, but yeah, so.
All right, now wrestling. As you can tell, this is a throw the shit against the wall type of show until we get to predictions. So these shows are always led by Sir Michael Jenks, because I like that. Well, he was taken back.
I was taken aback. I have gasped my gasp. So again, throwing shit against the wall. Should we talk maybe a little bit? Let's go AEW a little bit. First round. Swerve's got the hit out on the entire Elite. He's taking out Omega now. And he's the baddest man. And now he's on a crash course with Brody King. And what seems like it'll be Revolution. So,
which I'm excited for that match.
That's going to be fucking
it's going to be a banger after
banger. And it's going to be fucking great. So this is where we're at right now. Swerve is proving he's the most dangerous man, but it just feels like we're starting a long, long road to London with the hanger on the other side of the realm here. So does that feel like it feels like it to you? Obviously, because you just said that. But what do you think going with this now?
The Brody match is going to be great. I think there might be, where my head is, I think there might be a little bit of a hiccup in the match that Swerve's going to have to overcome with Brody, because he is the largest man that he has gone against in a long time and will go against for a long time before he gets to, and I'm not calling Hangman little or Omega little or the rest of the Elite little, but the littler guys. Brody's a fucking giant.
Yeah.
So something's going to happen there. Maybe we get Swerve winning that match. Well, Swerve's definitely winning that match, but there might be a hiccup that he's off for a couple weeks because Brody beat him up so much or something like that. And he's still pissed off, and we get over, Revolution, and we get heading to the right way. He's going to burn down another fucking house. He's going to murder another. I mean, this is going to be blown up scaffold match in a steel cage with barbed wire that you have to dive through. This is going to be probably the epic, spectacular match of the year between those two, of Hanger and Swerve.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what's left to do? Are they going to revisit Texas Death? Or are they just going to do the exploding barbed wire death match at some point? Because I'm sure that might come back to haunt us all at some point. We know the end game, but I guess the question is, does Hanger get past MJF in Texas Death? I mean, that could be the only other hiccup that's hanging out there right now.
You're telling me the number one Joker, the number one ace, to walk through that door in 2019, what year was it? When the very first All In was? Yeah, 2019. We should have known then that he is probably the franchise. I know MJF is franchise too, but he was already in the match and he did things and like this was your big surprise as Hanger. There's no way that he's never going to challenge for this title again. I just, that stipulation, I wish they would never say never. Maybe you can't challenge for it for a year or 2 years. That would be more.
As long as MJF is a champion or something like that. Yeah.
That would be more believable. Because there's times, say MJF gets injured, knocking on wood that nothing happens, and you need to make a big swerve. Wrong wording, but you need to make a big swerve. Or like, oh shit, everything's set up for Hanger and Swerve in 6 months. Do we put it on Darby for a hot second and then have Hangman? Nope. Hangman lost that match. He's not allowed beating Darby. He can't go after this title. That's where I hate the word never. And I know wrestling never is never really a never, right? Because things can happen, but he's gonna. Because maybe MJF has something else going on. Again, maybe another movie, or maybe we're working MJF to get back to Darby again, or because I don't think that's ever been finished either. And that doesn't need to be around the title either.
Oh, absolutely. I just come back to they could do a whole series with MJF trying to escape Swerve, going out there, because they haven't drawn the line that Swerve is heel in that regard. So it's kind of like, oh man, is this going to be what's going to happen? So it's still wide open here. So that MJF could be staring down the barrel of a loaded gun at that point in a couple months, in several months, which is why I'm thinking maybe they do that to Hangman. Maybe Hangman said, just let me be the support guy. Or Hangman needs another redemption arc, and we get to that through he has to find a way to get around the system to get back into the title picture, which probably includes antagonizing his most hated rival to force him in, to bring him back into the title picture in a year and a half, whatever it is, down the line. That's the only other caveat I can throw in there is they're looking at it as, well, Hangman got through one redemption arc. Now he has to get through another arc. And his other arc is, how do I get back into the title picture after somehow losing my championship belt? Losing forever, that, in a match I'm known for winning forever. Yeah.
I like that more than my thought, honestly, because it's long term. So if it's long term, I love it. And it can go through so many more, because then you throw, he's got to battle through the Elite again, and he's got to get through. Brody's a player from probably here on out, as well as Andrade, player from here on out. Maybe mid to upper cards, but if he drops all the way, essentially Hangman losing that match, MJF dropped him to the bottom of the main event status, essentially.
Yeah.
He's always going to be in main event cards and everything, but you can't be number one contender. You can't,
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Long term, I like it better. Mine's just quick, and it gets to him and Swerve killing each other in some type of randomness.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised that is the direction at some point, whatever the hell that match is going to end up being. But
right.
All right. Where do we want to go next? We'll do. Oh, what do we want to do? I'm bouncing around. I'm trying to make this up on the fly here, people. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, Jenks didn't know it was going to be a throw shit against the wall episode, and he was leading. But
hey,
surprise! Happy birthday!
This is how we work. This is how we do it. Let's go women's tag team titles.
Okay.
Babes of Wrath versus Megasis, Megabad, whatever they want to go with.
I know. Stop changing your goddamn name.
Just land on one. So now we have this awkward ending to a match because Penelope is seemingly injured again. on top of this. So now we just have the randomness of, I can't remember her name, come out of nowhere, just smack him with the title and end the match. I thought that we were going to win this match, and then it was going to transition to maybe Megan Bayne getting the TBS title in a couple weeks. But now with another injury to Penelope, how threatened how do you go forward with this? Like, how do you continue forward with the pairing itself so that it seems like it has legs, it has anything going for it at this point?
I don't think you do. I think real injury, by the way, has been real injury, not a story injury, anything, a real injury to Penelope. And I know this is going to sound brash and very ignorant. And Penelope, I don't mean it like that. But for Megan, I think this might be the best to get her out of the tag team, because I still think there's a way for her to get to stat, for her to get to a big singles title, that I think this is the time now that you say, okay, the separation is there. When Penelope comes back, there could be, look what I've done without you. Maybe you were get Penelope is the face. We haven't seen Penelope as a face in a long time. Get her some love when she comes back. Bane's got to defend against her. Not saying Penelope is going to win or anything, but there's a story there. I think it's for Megan. I think it's perfect timing just to put the rocket on and say, okay, Toots, it's time for you to go all by yourself.
Yeah, it's time to just dominate and run through the TBS title division, whatever the division is. I can't disagree. My biggest thing is now she's going to have that bodyguard as to the person that is probably the strongest in the company from a woman's perspective. You're going to have a bodyguard that just happens to be taller than her, backing her up and making it a dominant run. So I think we were on track when we talked about this was going to be an absolute destruction run at some point where she's just running through people left, right, and center. And there's no end in sight for her.
And we didn't think maybe it was going to be this fast, but wrestling injuries
it pushes you to the
things or delay things. But
yeah,
I think it fast. I didn't think they were ever getting the tag titles. If anybody, I think tag titles. I think it's going to be Jamie and damn it, the Brawling Birds.
Yeah, Alex Windsor. Windsor. Well, see, I thought the way the match was going, I thought it was going to be Megabad wins it, and then they would drop it to the Brawling Birds. Month and a half, set up a match between Hayter and the Megasis at Double or Nothing, right? That would be the build up for that. But I think the Birds are going to get it at some point. So whether it's against Mega Bad or the Babes of Wrath, Babes of Wrath, we'll see what happens with it. But
you're great on names today.
I'm doing great overall.
Both of us.
So great. So yeah. All right.
Well, wait. We're sticking to staying there. So if we just killed the Sisters of Sin, are they not ever going to be the poor tag team champions that we wanted?
I don't think so. I don't think they're anywhere close to being it.
They're
just a means to an end.
They are, and that's the downfall. Like Julia's TNT title run, I really think was great. Is that where her cap is going to be? Is she get ready? Bray Wyatt had a great Universal Championship, and he was never going to be around a title again, I don't think.
Yeah.
Julia had a great run of this, and she kind of does everything kind of Bray does. So she doesn't need the titles. He's always going to be in and around stuff. Great storylines because of her persona and everything. But man, oh man, feed the dog a bone every once in a while. because of poor fucking Sky Blue.
Yeah. Well, I think with Julia though, it's not a problem. It's timing because she's still young, lower end of the 20s. So 5 years down the road, they can pull her out of the hat and say, okay, you're it, run and go. Like, she's the future, so they know they don't have to play that card yet. And I think that's why they're, I guess, not giving them the bone at this point and just saying, just keep chasing, just keep chasing, just keep chasing. I also think it didn't help her cause when Tekla comes in
and
just runs roughshod, is just explodes within the company and can match the style of everybody around them and the bigger names, the main event names, where she can fit in perfectly.
Yeah.
So that just kind of did not work in her favor at all. I think for them, they're younger, so that they have time to get there.
They
but
do.
It's just going to develop it. It's just going to be so long until it actually they pull the trigger for that.
Yeah. I'm still rooting for you, Julia, no matter what you do. Even when you go back to being a cheerleader, if you ever do, I'm still rooting for you.
Still the best long-term heel turn for AEW, I think.
Oh, by far.
There's so much foreshadowing into it.
Yeah. If you didn't know, man, you don't know wrestling. You knew she was going, but it was just weird.
Yeah, and it took so long. It took a long time to get there, and it wasn't so long, but it took a long time to get there. But it was perfect because it was just every week was a new seed to carry us forward to this.
And now only one person's left in the company with her.
That's true.
I think Buddy's still there. I don't know.
Buddy's still there. Buddy's unfortunately just injured. You can't do anything about it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
All right. I think the other big thing to call out here is, well, your girl Thunder's getting a title shot next week.
I figured this was going to be one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love Thunder. Everybody knows that. She's tattooed and signed on my body. Too quick. Dude, she was out for a year and a half.
Yeah.
I don't like the Charlotte Flair, you come back, you have a match. Oh, you're number one contender type of deal things. But there is a little more viciousness in her. The promo and everything. I was like, oh, okay. Where do you see this leading?
Oh, I just see her
squash.
Yeah, I was going to say sacrificial lamb for Stat because A, that was a weird pairing to begin with.
Right.
But B, to your point, they just threw her right into the fire, but she hasn't been a women's world champion in even longer than that year and a half since she's been gone.
Right.
And it just feels like it was one of those, let's put a feather in the cap of Tekla because she defeats what would be an AEW legend at that point with Thunder Rosa.
Yeah,
so
now all the way back to St. Patrick's Day.
Patrick's Day, exactly. So now we put the feather in her cap, and it's like, oh, well, okay, she beat Thunder Rosa. This is the big deal type situation. So that to me is where this is coming of. Tekla's just going to it's going to be a 2-segment match, but it's going to be a mopping. She's just going to mop the floor with her.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. I really do. And it's, it's probably the right thing to do. Because if you would switch it right now, I would be shocked.
Oh,
and probably appalled too. I'm like, really?
I have to assume Tekla's going to have it for a few more months, if not way longer. But I could be wrong. It could be a very transitional thing, and just maybe it's a testing of the waters thing. But I think it's with Stat. They give it back to Stat, not.
I was going to say I would have to imagine it's going back to Stat, right?
Yeah, I think it goes back to Stat, and then we're fine, and then we just resume as normal, and then okay, theoretically the Tekla reign worked, so then that she's just in the picture later on as a heel for a more substantial run when the time comes.
Yeah. Agreed.
So we had the Mile High madness, if you will, everything under the sun. This was, to me, the TV version of what Anarchy could be if they wanted it to be, but they had to keep it very watered down and toned down. It was fine, but people loved this match, and I wasn't jumping for joy with it.
I was going to ask you, and you answered already. Maybe we're old. It was a match for me. A lot happened, but
Yeah,
I was like, okay, yeah. Watered down, I think, is still a very well put, because I think it was more than, I think the garden hose was still going. It wasn't just watered down. It was just, yeah. It was a lot, but it was too much for me. Being almost 50, because I'm rounding already. I'm 49 this year in a couple weeks, but maybe, I'm not saying I'm outgrowing wrestling because I'm a child mentally. Maybe I just don't get sometimes what they're doing. And this was that.
Yeah, that's fair. For me, it wasn't. I didn't have a problem with it. I get it. I love Anarchy because it can get very crazy and intense, whatever. But it tells a good story.
Yes.
But this was more to your. Yeah, it was. We're not doing anything crazy to move a needle. It was basically they threw 10 guys together because they had cross paths at one point, and we had to focus on Ricochet and Jack Perry getting at each other somehow, some way. And let's shape the Elite and the Rascals, because Rascals are the new hot tag team that they can play with right there. That's kind of what it felt like to me. It was more throw 10 guys, and because it's this group of guys, we'll throw up tables and just let them go through tables and shit. Yeah, that was what it was.
It was. I thought they could have told a story better, like mocking each other, because it was Ricochet Jack.
Yeah,
is the meat and potatoes of the story.
100%.
Let them go at each other on the mic. We're only 3 weeks away from this match happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot you can banter about that carries us. Sometimes less is more in a story like this.
Oh, yeah.
So it was too much for me.
That's fair. That's 100% fair. Man, I don't know.
Don't struggle. There's nothing else on AEW.
Not really a lot more on AEW, because I mean, yeah, we just went through Wednesday night, but we're a couple weeks out from
setting up
Revolution. It's still the setup. It's still the slow burn to get us to Revolution. We don't know. We don't have a clear path on matches yet. We can speculate on what matches are, but outside of Hangman and MJF, we can speculate, because Swerving Brody didn't even get announced yet, but that seems to be the path we're going down with it. But
same thing as Jack and Ricochet.
Yeah. So we got a while, but we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, because AEW does their main events. Here it is in 3 months. This is what's going to happen. Yeah. We'll fill out the rest of the card the week before, and you'll be fucking excited when we announce it. We are.
Yeah, and it lives up to the hype at that point.
It does. It takes so many. It's swerving all over the place. It takes so many dips and swerves and tumbles to be like, yeah, it's going to be Jack against Ricochet. Until this coming Wednesday, when something happens, we're like, oh, shit, that was in the back of my mind, but that's actually the match now.
Yeah.
And we're saving Jack and Ricochet for the 4th of July.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. What?
What are you all right? And you want to do
no, what are you doing? I just said, is that what you want to do?
Yeah. What you want to?
Okay, all right. I was gonna say one thing before we do predictions.
Oh, good. Let's say one more thing. You're leading the show. I am just technical guy.
I was gonna do a couple. Actually, I'm gonna say a couple things before we do predictions. AJ's going in the Hall of Fame. We have to address that one. Congratulations, AJ. Is Undertaker now the Hall of Fame grantor?
MC? Yeah.
MC, like he's just walking up to people and granting them Hall of Fame bids?
Apparently.
The 2 entrants so far have been graciously entered by Undertaker.
Right?
So instead of being like a Reaper of Souls and taking them to the underworld, he's taking them to the afterlife of the Hall of Fame.
Yes. You might as well keep it going, right?
I agree.
Still live in the character.
You're gonna exactly just have them pop up randomly and take people to the Hall of Fame.
So clearly, it's not Cena this year. Then
it can't be Cena, or is it? Because these are two people that have been involved in Cena's career at some point. Instrumental in his career. Stephanie, early career, plus the Authority years, plus Triple H in all his glory. And then you have AJ Styles, who showed the world that Cena could put on banger after banger after banger, 5-star classics. This could be a Cena-esque where the people that helped build Cena's career are honored in some way with him.
So when do we announce Cena then?
Is
2 weeks before?
Is that what's in the box?
I was hoping it was a gobbledygooker.
Well, I'm thinking it's Danhausen at this point, but
real talk, essentially, yes. That's who I think it is too.
I 100% think it's Danhausen.
Yeah. I think it's 100% Danhausen, and I don't know if the diehard WWE people know who that is.
I think they'll do something stupid with Punk, and because they're going to associate him with Punk for probably a good month and a half, that'll move that needle to, yeah.
And then his shtick can come out
even further at that point, yeah.
Yeah. I think, I don't know that I said Danhausen was going to be in the WWE in one of my bold predictions, and he was kind of going to take over the R-Truth realm of it. Yeah. It's happening.
It is.
Yeah.
100%.
It's happening. That I have one that popped into my head, and I'm sure it's probably on your radar.
You do yours, yep. What do you got?
Vince McMahon and the Saudis are buying WWE back.
Okay. I think if that does happen, I might stop watching WWE.
That's a lie.
I don't know, because I really don't want to go back to pre-Triple H. Right. And if it's Saudis with this, I'm gonna lose my mind.
But it's like, it's not like John and Joe say this. Like, noteworthy people are
saying it now. Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
the other thing I've seen though is there's financial numbers released for TKO. WWE beat UFC in the financial and the millions or billions that they
received. Billions.
Yeah. So that's selling away your cash cow, which arguably is not doing well on ESPN, but that's a different story.
Right.
Is not the best business model either.
No, but I mean, they're not hurting.
Oh, they're not
this is your cash cow. Yeah, this is your cash cow by far. Yes.
Yeah.
But, okay, they bought it for, I don't remember the numbers, nor do I care. They bought it for $1. Vince is going to have to overpay to get it back.
Oh,
he just has diamonds in oil now in pockets compared to cash.
Yeah. Well, 100%.
So I think it's a great business deal. If you bought it for $1 and you sell it for $1 million of those dollars,
Oh,
you
it's absolutely.
And
You
maybe this
totally
was in the works the whole time. Hey, in time, because I know we don't talk about it a lot, and we stray away from it. But I'm going to make this one statement: Janelle's case isn't looking well anymore.
No.
So we'll just leave that at that.
No.
You can search up that. So he's like, let me get through this shit show, buy it. Once I take care of that business, I'm going to buy it back. Yeah, you might make some more off of it, but it's not going to be $100 million I'm going to give you extra. I'll give you 75. Maybe he's going to get it at a discount. Like if me and you would go buy it from TKO, they'd want third, fourth,
Everything.
fifth, 17 children out from us and money.
Yeah.
Vince only has to do the money part of it.
Right.
It might have been a working agreement because him and TKO essentially have worked together for years prior. Undertaker going and looking at Lesnar, this person pop. They've had a working agreement, handshake deal or whatever.
Mhm.
Hey, I'll trust you with my company until this dirt is gone, then sell it back to me. So it looks like it's a business deal.
It is.
They can be backdoor as backdoor.
Yeah.
I think it's happening.
It might be. I'm just saying. I'm only throwing that out there. That if it happens, I don't know if I can watch. I don't know what the product would be to make me come to watch. You know what I mean?
Well, first of all, I think we're going to have it. Let's stay here for a second before we get to predictions because we were looking for shit to talk about anyway. And now this rolled around. Could we get another Attitude Era?
No.
Not on the same. You don't think we could push not as strong? We're not chopping off dicks and having hands again or anything like that. But can we push it a little bit more? 2026 type of deal thing. We're on Netflix.
Absolutely not. Here's the thing. Vince was so about PG after the Attitude Era. He only did the Attitude Era to survive. I think that's the biggest distinction is he did that to survive and get through get through WCW. Once that happened, he slowly transitioned it back to where he wanted it, which was a more PG rated family entertainment, and it was affordable at that time. And it kept being affordable through his run. However, he also started losing the traction of what was actually the fans wanted to be in touch with and what his wrestlers could do and wanted to do. And that made for an equally bad product at that point. And I think that's the trend we're going on is we're coming up to end of the 2010s, transitioning into the 2020s right before Triple H bought it. That's where we're going right now. Yeah, Roman in the 2020s saved everything from that perspective, but that late 2010s era was not the strongest or the greatest, especially on Monday Night Raw.
No, and they had no competition, so they didn't care.
They didn't care. And I don't think he's going to go back to face the competition because I think in Vince's mind, the competition does not exist.
Still, I agree.
So to me, I just feel like this is going to turn into a whole. We're reverting back to what we were under his regime, and it's going to be very bad.
The storylines and everything, I completely agree. 100% with you. It was clickbait from myself. Completely agree 100% with you. It will be shit for storylines. What it will be, though, and I think even if Vince has to put out $1.5 trillion to get it back, he'll bring it back to family friendly. They'll bring it back to
absolutely.
WrestleMania tickets for $100 compared to $100,000.
It will be affordable for families, which is great. And it's fantastic. I would just want something watchable to spend my money on. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to have something watchable when I spend my money on it.
Right. Agreed. So we'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, what was your other one? Because I still.
Okay. No. I like that one a lot. I'm just going to say this one more time.
Oh,
So
no.
Bronson Reed's injured. That is the second member of the division to go down. Third, if you count Seth. I still think we're playing fuck around, find out. And I don't think this is a legitimate injury. I don't think Bronson's is legitimate. I don't think this one's legitimate. Full on, because this is 2 out of the 4 in the last month. That's coincidence. That just happens after we said, well, we'll play fuck around and find out.
Right.
This just happened. I get reports are out there leaking everywhere. I don't know. I don't buy this. In the spot they're saying he got injured on.
Oh,
he
now
he flew around the Uso. I mean, that
your Jenks radar is up since the Seth Rollins injury now of last year.
Yes. I think
when I said no way this is real.
Yeah, well, exactly. We played this game. Okay, now you have to keep an eye on it. We played the game, we got through it. Seth's injury ended up being real, whatever.
This one. Not his leg.
Not his leg. Yeah, this one. Bronson lifts the table, gets injured, doesn't really wins. But whatever, okay, fine. He's got a hernia. If he does, that sucks. Bronson, that was Braun. Bronson flies over somebody and injures his shoulder miraculously. Not even the shoulder he landed on, the shoulder that was just in the air still.
Right.
Dude,
what's your end game then, sir?
They're going to ruin WrestleMania. My end game is maybe they'll ruin the chamber tomorrow night. Maybe we're not going to get a winner in the chamber because they're going to destroy the chamber. Or
Ultimate Warrior type of style.
Yeah. Rip the chains off. My thought is Roman, Punk, lying in the ring, night 2, they just send the hounds and they all come out and attack and destroy night 2 of WrestleMania.
With no
finish.
Predictions yet. This isn't predictions yet.
Yeah, there's no finish.
Punk walks out of Mania with said title. Now they have to shake hands again once they are picked up by whomever. And now it leads to Backlash for a 6-man.
Yeah.
Punk, Roman, person against the Vision.
Yep, exactly.
And then Money in the Bank, Seth gets his title back. Or whatever is after Backlash.
Yeah. I'm just saying, the
injuries are too much.
Yeah.
With it always being linked around anything Seth does is an injury now. Unless I see it Jason Kendall-ish. And if you don't know that injury, go Google Jason Kendall stepping on first base. Unless it's something like that, I don't believe an injury in wrestling anymore.
No. You fooled me once. Shame on you.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Bailey agrees.
Bailey agrees. Bailey's sick of it too.
Yeah. I got looked at, I said this at trivia and every one of them looked at me and was laughing internally. I could see it. I don't believe this.
They're all minors. They're mutants.
Their
whole team mutants.
Listen, they believe what they believe, and that's fine. They still believe in wrestling.
Joe Hendry?
They believe in Joe Hendry. They believe in wrestling. Okay? I don't believe in kayfabe like that anymore. You fucked me once. Now we're playing. Now I'm never believing you again. So
yeah, agreed. Next.
Do you have one?
No, I don't.
All right. I'm ready for chamber predictions now because I had to get that one off my chest.
All right, let's roll right into predictions. You have the card up? This is
I got the
one
card up.
shot deal tonight. Because I have some shit going on in my head that's going to happen at Chamber. I've held back.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this. So, okay. What match is this in?
A Chamber match.
Okay. Well, I wanted to save it for the grand finale if that's the case.
The women's.
This is in the women. So let's talk men's now because I think that one's straightforward.
But yeah.
If it's not Raheem, who is it?
The only other person, if it's not Raheem winning this, and we're both on the same page. No title on the line for this because
there's only 4 matches and it's very Chamber. Yeah.
And it's probably pretty easy. We both have Cody. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, writing's on the wall. I think it makes sense for Cody and Drew night 1.
Yeah.
Right.
They could pull a swerve. I thought about this the other day. Cody could do it. Theoretically, it says Cody and Drew. He could pull a card and say he wants Punk and Roman since he called him out right away and hold out for it.
And because that could be your backlash then when the Division takes all 3 of the bigs out. Oh, fuck. 100%. I didn't even think of that.
Because now think about this. You already done Drew and Jacob Fatu for the month as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they put Fatu in a title match against Drew at Mania and let those two go at it. I don't know if they'd give him the title. That would be time would tell. It already looks like that might be building up to a triple threat anyways, but they could preserve a Roman Punk one-on-one encounter by throwing Cody in there because they were all on the same team at War Games. Didn't go their way, and he already made the comment about the pissing contest and that a month ago. It could happen. Now, I know they're saying it's for the undisputed title match. Cody's done it before. Cody's done it before where he's changed the outcome of WrestleMania.
Right.
So it could happen.
Cody involved in this main event, there's definitely not a finish in this set. Because you have they'll let him cook for probably 20 minutes, though.
Oh, absolutely. And then they would never let a winner walk out of there.
No. Is it time? We're going to be jumping a lot. We're in Elimination Chamber predictions, folks, but we're also looking ahead to WrestleMania because we're on the road to WrestleMania. Is this a piss everybody off WrestleMania?
Oh, absolutely.
Is it getting that way then?
Yeah, because that's the only reason they brought it back to Vegas. I mean, I think it's just piss everybody off. This is not going to be a WrestleMania you walk out of it like
crying, celebrating.
This was great.
Heavyweight champion or anything like that.
No.
Kofi, you won it. You're not. This is going to be like,
This is the bad because they're going to have next year in Saudi the feel good moment of Sami Zayn winning the title in Saudi. They're going to
from Roman,
probably from Roman. Yes, from Roman. But they're going to make this thing like this one's going to be. You're going to hate everything that's gone on in this one.
Yeah, you get a bad taste in your mouth. Which going to, again, we all know that WrestleMania leads up to the storylines for the next year.
Yeah.
So this is the reset in WWE. So the Vision standing there, 3 dead people of Roman, Punk, and Cody in there with Seth holding the title and the other 2 draped alongside of them.
Yep.
Sets up for Cody Roman at SummerSlam. Roman keeps it till WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Or Roman goes back to SmackDown, takes it off of Drew or Fatu at some point. And then we're playing that because you still have you don't have the built-in match with Drew, but you do have one with Jacob that needs to be taken care of. So there's that possibility as well. And then Roman would run with it till Mania next year, and then Sammy goes for the big dog.
Yeah. After he wins the Rumble.
And don't be surprised if Roman retires.
Wow. There's wrestling for the next 2 years.
Maybe that's a bold prediction that I'll try to remember for the end of the year, but
Put a pin in that. We'll circle back
put a pin
around.
in. We'll turn back around to the crushing for that one. But
okay, we both have Cody winning. If Cody doesn't win and we just throw everything out the wall, Randy to get to Randy at SummerSlam, because Randy takes it from Drew and holds it for a little bit as his last title run for a little bit.
yeah, I could see that. I know it's not Jay, but we're gonna get a god awful break for a heating session in the middle of the chamber. Expect that.
Yeah, as soon as he comes.
Well, it's gonna be he's gonna either come in or it's gonna be at the beginning of it. He's gonna beat the shit out of, let's say, Javon Evans, and then he just starts eating everywhere for 10 seconds until somebody else comes in. I think Randy is the only other, right? Yeah, LA Knight, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But they won't pull the trigger on LA Knight. Javon's too young. He's just going to be there for the crazy shit. Trick is the young guy to come in and just establish the younger talent that's going to be in the main event picture.
He's your 2-year winner.
Exactly. So this is Cody's. It's Cody's. Randy would not be surprised if they pull the trigger with Randy because Cody gets screwed by Drew again or something like that.
Right. Then you can have Cody Drew a backlash. Randy screws him over.
Exactly.
So yeah. This I like, as much as I said, and I like your idea of Cody saying, yeah, I'm going to get into Punk to extend that even more. I can't give a WrestleMania main event to Drew and Jacob. So what would be the main event of Saturday? That would be the main event. I mean, they're going to make that the main event, but I can't. That's not main event for me on Saturday night.
I think Saturday night, you're going to look at probably one of the women's matches. Or
Good.
Yeah. One of the women's matches, possibly the second match we could predict on the card, Becky and AJ, night one. If it's something big and outlandish type of match. But if I look at, let's go there.
I was going to say, let's go there. Do we have AJ winning this at home in Chicago to get some flowers? Because if she does, yeah, it doesn't put Becky out of her realm yet, though. But I don't know if WrestleMania, unless Becky does something dastardly, a rematch happens.
I think it does. I think you can give it to AJ in Chicago.
Give her flowers.
And then you give it back to Becky. I think they'll establish Becky as the Jericho of the Intercontinental title. At this point, give her a bunch of runs with it before she ends her career so that she has that distinction to her. But I think they flip it to AJ here. The legend has it for a long period. Then we revisit this back at WrestleMania and it flips back to Becky so that Becky can get her flowers and she beat AJ. And then we move forward.
And then AJ can go on and take on everybody that she named a couple weeks ago in random matches.
Leading up to Mania. And then Becky gets it back. And then maybe we get one more at SummerSlam between the two to kind of cherry on top it, get it over with. And then we move on.
Do you think any of them, maybe SummerSlam turns into be a street fight? Or, I mean, I think get a Hell in a Cell, maybe.
I don't know with AJ if we get a Hell in a Cell, but I will say
regular cage. I think you get a street fight from them.
Yeah, I think you get a street fight. It could be at Mania that we get the street fight, or it could be at SummerSlam. I think wherever they want the end of it to be is where they'll put like a street fight or a cage or something involved with it.
I as well. Jenks said AJ, right?
Yeah.
I as well have AJ just because of the flowers. I would want AJ to, in my heart of hearts, I would want AJ to chase for a WrestleMania moment. She's had those though. So,
Yeah. We'll see. I feel like the third match on this card is pretty self-explanatory because it's for the world title. And
Right.
obviously we've already booked a triple threat for the main event of night 2. So Punk is going to win the world title match against Finn.
Yeah, and I think there is going to be the way Finn gets to WrestleMania in this match, though. I think Dom comes out to help. And if there's not already a break, that there's already a break, that we know that there's a break. And essentially, you're a fool if you don't know it's Dom against Finn at Mania for that IC title.
100%.
This just solidifies because Dom goes to generic ending, and I think in this, honestly, because we've talked about why have Punk defend this title when he was already picked. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago we talked about this?
Yeah.
This is going to be probably the basic match of basic matches on the card with 100%. Dom hitting Finn. Some people are predicting that the Demon shows up, though, Jenks.
If the Demon shows up, you can't have him lose.
Right.
Which means you're telling me we're going to pull a swerve, and Finn's going to win the title for 2 weeks.
Right.
And then it becomes Punk says, well, you can't beat me without the Demon. And so that he defends it regularly and loses.
Right. What? And it's on Raw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't hate it. They did something with Io and Rhea, which I think we mentioned. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. So they've already done this once. So if the Demon shows up, you have to reestablish the Demon and let him win this. You can't just let's say Punk go to sleep, the Demon.
We've had hints, sort of, kind of, if you read between the lines. Wouldn't it be more apropos for the Demon to show up against Dom at WrestleMania?
I was thinking that.
Like, buttons are going after he gets crushed in the face by Dom tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Dom has to defend the title against you on Monday. Yep. The lights blink during the match. Next week, it's all red. We have to get those signs. And then the week before, essentially Mania, he just shows up on stage as the Demon, and that's actually who you're defending the IC title against, the Demon.
Yeah.
I think there's more play in that than we're guessing that tonight, he just comes out as a Demon. We're like, wait, what? Yeah. By the way, he's done ripping his toys up. He's now snoring behind me.
He's a tired boy. He had a long night. Listen, I would not put it past them to not even announce the Demon or do any of the chicanery with the Demon and just stroll him out at Mania.
I'd be fine with that.
And then it's a squash on Dom because Dom can pull it off and recover. And then you start you can't beat me without the Demon conversation, and then Finn continuously beats Dom night after night after night with the Intercontinental title on line.
Which is slowly eliminating Dom from mid-card by doing that.
Moving him up
to the main event card.
Yep. Exactly.
Or maybe a switch to the Drew title. Because we've said this a couple weeks ago, too. Clearly, the number one title now, again, is the World Heavyweight Championship because it's on Netflix, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Dom's first title will probably be the Universal title.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to get there. He needs to get somewhere else.
Yeah, but he's also going to pick up a shiny briefcase on the way to
Right.
get it. Yeah, because he's not going to win this without the briefcase.
No, because that's the whole story of Dom.
Yeah, you lie, you cheat, you steal. It's like his father.
Right. We extended that match longer than we needed to because
great conversation. Great conversation. All right. This is the main event, the meat and potatoes from Mark's crazy predictions of it all. The Women's Chamber, I'm going to call. I'll make my prediction, and then you just send it all to hell and blow it up for the night. I lack of better people to call on this. I'm going to say Rhea, obviously. Here's Alexa's somehow going to get entangled with Charlotte, so that's Mania match. Stratton, maybe they pull the trigger and bring her back against Jade. I feel like no, I don't think they're going to revisit that. Asuka is there to be a threat, but not be taken seriously. Raquel, yes, she's Big Mommy cool, but she's also not that big of a threat as much as Liv. Kiana was the surprise entry into it, might be a surprise underdog. Future main eventer, not there. I'm going to go Rhea because they pull the trigger on Rhea and Jade for a main event at Mania. I could see happening.
I want to stay with yours first before I dive into mine. So that now means Rhea has to fight Saturday and Sunday because she'll have to defend the tag titles against whomever it's going to be. They're not losing them until, or she's coming out of WrestleMania with both titles. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. I've seen it. I don't know. Rhea Jade. Listen. Anybody Jade cannot be the main event of Saturday night. And I'm not saying it women-wise because there's so many more.
Yeah.
Could be.
But that's why they have Liv and Stephanie.
Right. That could be main event of Saturday.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Okay. I don't know why I forgot it. Yeah, I agree. Without a doubt. We'll see. I don't want it to be Rhea in my heart. I don't want it to be Rhea. I still need some time away from Rhea being champ. And I know she hasn't been in a while, but I still need some more time because she's still a champ. She hasn't gone a long time without holding something.
Right.
So, whatever. All right. Pre-show, Alexa Bliss is taken out by something. We're going there. She's taken out by something. We find out in time who it is, but we need. And I already know who it is. By the way, this is in my head too.
I figured you did.
Adam's looking for somebody to take over. He goes through everybody, and the Queen walks up, and just because of her resume and their best friends that aren't best friends anymore, Charlotte gets thrown into this match. I thought you were going to steal it from me for a second when you said they get into something.
I was hoping it wouldn't be, but yeah.
Charlotte gets thrown into this match. We're getting Charlotte against Jade at Mania. Okay. The next Monday after Mania, the videotape finally makes it from fucking Chicago. I haven't done it.
Yeah, the Monday after.
No, yeah, the Monday after, the videotape makes it from Chicago because clearly it couldn't make it there as fast as a TikTok. They had to do something, whatever. They finally got it from security. We find out that it is Charlotte that has ran over Alexa or has taken her out or something, setting up them at Backlash for a feud for a little bit. But don't forget, Bianca can't wrestle yet. Doesn't mean that she can't be here.
Yeah.
Because we also need to set up something big for when Bianca comes back. She's not coming back and taking on, no disrespect to Lyra or Soul or anybody like that. she's getting thrusted into all of this. She disposes of Jade quickly, and then she's boom right back, and we're getting Charlotte Bianca at SummerSlam. I don't know. I
don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Alexa, listen, I would love Alexa to win this, and maybe the turntables turn that Charlotte is a jealous one. The story in my mind goes better is Charlotte is just a petty bitch that needs to take out Alexa because she made it in the chamber and Charlotte didn't.
Yeah.
You see it a little bit.
I do.
There's a lot of tension again.
There's a lot of tension again. I like it. I like it a lot. I thought you were going more the Bianca route. And here's my thing with this. Because I played with this a little bit. I know
not saying that Jade could be jumped too. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, but no, we saw the Instagram post and all of that. Theoretically, all of that picture and all of that rehab and all of that stuff could have happened in the past.
Right.
And she could have been talking of, I had to do another surgery. Not, we presume, present day, but it could have been that's what prolonged her from getting to this point in this strategically worded Instagram post to get us to where we are today. I don't hate what you thought about the taking out of an individual. My problem putting Bianca in that situation is, how do we get her in the chamber to get there? To your point, though, I could also see it being somebody takes out Kiana James. We don't know who that is. They find Charlotte, plug Charlotte in there. Charlotte pins Alexa, and then we're starting a whole thing down the path to go there. Because to that point, Alexa stays in there. Charlotte, it plays into your thought. My whole thought was there's a way to take out Kiana, but you can't put Bianca in Kiana's place to take the road there because it wouldn't make any sense. For me, I'll keep it as Rhea for now, but I do like your Charlotte plug and play as it is. So yeah. I think yours has a lot more legs and actually makes more sense than what mine is. But
I didn't pick Kiana because of Javion being in the mix.
Yeah.
So I figured they want to spotlight the younger. So Kiana is the spotlight of the younger in the women's. We need somebody that getting run over isn't going to hurt them, wrestling terms wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but let's take a step back there because the rumor had been going around.
Swerving around.
A lot of swerving going on here. Swerves and boots. Brock was coming into the chamber and get rid of somebody. Is Javion actually just there to get thrown around for Brock to steal his spot?
I don't know.
So playing off of that cue here, that could happen, or it could be Charlotte getting rid of Kiana and then getting into the chamber that way as well. Right.
I like, now that we've force-fed both of ours together,
yeah,
I do like Kiana getting taken out more and Flair saying, I'm here.
I
was just here to support Lexi, but I'm here. I can go in at him. Okay. And then 5 and 6 to come out is Charlotte and Bliss, or Bliss is first and she's just beaten to death.
Right.
Charlotte hits one natural selection and
goes
and pins her.
Or somebody hits a move, gets taken out, and then Charlotte falls on her, or some stupid shit like that where just she can eliminate Lexi.
Yeah. And then it's a story of I got here because I won my match. You got here because you were awarded. The split.
You were here at right place, right time.
We both have Jade losing the title at Mania, though, right?
Absolutely.
You can stamp that prediction.
Whoever's facing Jade is taking the title off of her.
Yeah. Failed title run.
There's nothing to it. There's
no title
defense
so far.
One, I think, yeah.
Yeah, against Jordan.
It's just been a vanity piece at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's Chamber. I do want to know how Brock is going to get involved. But I still don't think Brock's
I think they need
gets
Javion
involved in the
in there.
Elimination Chamber.
I think he comes at the end. Maybe he comes in and just like rips the door, like beats the shit out of somebody. And then he's just a bump in the road on the way to the end. Or if he gets involved, I'm going to be really disappointed because that's Heyman's fuck around and find out thing. Because Heyman's going around with him now.
Right. But there's no way he's going to face Drew, right?
No, but you can build the storyline from 5 years ago from COVID.
I know. But isn't Brock supposed to take on Gunther or Oba?
Oh, God, I hope he takes on Oba. He should, but I don't think Brock is taking on Gunther at SummerSlam in Minneapolis.
That's where he retires.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that's 6. Well, unless they change it from Minneapolis. And
right. We're saying, well, Minneapolis the week before, we're moving it to Vegas.
We're going to Saudi.
We're going to give you a backlash in 2032.
And then we're going to give it to France.
Yeah. And then we're moving that in 2032 to France. Because Vince will have the money by then, and nothing's going to be in America anymore. Well, that's the downfall of the one thing that we talked about Vince. How much more will Saudi say, pay-per-view over here? I don't care that it's backlash.
No. If Saudi's paying for it, the company's moving and only being in Saudi.
So Monday Night Raw is on at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
We have to watch it before we go to work.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. I mean, it'll be great. We won't get commercials because nobody in America will be watching it live.
No, that's true. You can fast forward. Yeah, that's true.
We'll see.
Yes.
What do you got going on for the week, sir?
The week. Just stuff around the house. Work. Work is work. There's nothing exciting going on there. So, really, just nothing too crazy going on. How about you? Besides your marathon, as you all are listening to this today.
Yeah, that's today. The following week, one game already on the docket next Friday. Nothing would be before that. So back into long run weeks, things like that, knocking off miles. Again, essentially 21 days out of my first time that I've ever ran with groups of people comparative to. So that's a little bit in my head, Sir Michael Jenks, because I'm fine running by myself. I don't have to pass, not that I'm passing people, but I don't have to be like intermingled with people when I do my virtual 5Ks and everything. I think that there's going to be like 5,000 people doing the 5K in DC. So, well, I don't know if that's going to get the anxiety driven up that I'm like, okay, I know the juices will be flowing more. So maybe, not that I'm trying, but I know this is all in my head that it could be a PR for my 5K of just hyped on hypeness.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then after that, I'm driving to New York City. No, I'm not driving to New York City for WrestleCon. But yeah, I mean, it's really down to brass tacks of big things going on running. And that's about it. I did see, and I said I wasn't going to. I'm going to stand by my guns on this one. I'm not going to get MLB The Show this year, but they've redone the whole trade model. And as much as that sounds stupid just to buy a game, the trade model looks pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I want you look it up and we can revisit
it
later.
Yeah.
But, it's not just I'm looking to get rid of these people. They've said, hey, if I want Jacob deGrom, because he just popped in my head, I want him, you send me a deal, or there's more built into the which it's been a long time coming. And I guess picks can be traded now and stuff too. So they're slowly getting up to Madden on that. It's not a deal breaker for me to buy it, because once it's in, it'll be in next year and years.
Yeah, carry on. Yeah, that's fair.
I was pumped when they announced that. I'm like, oh, new trade stuff. It's about fucking time.
Yeah,
because it was always just player for player. Player. Yeah, I want to trade my compensation picks from round 36.
Yeah, I don't need them.
Last thing, because I just remembered that, going back to when we were working with the Seawolves, one of our prospects now has a YouTube page telling people how to get into baseball and the money around baseball. It's been out for a while apparently, but it popped up on my YouTube for the first time. Jacob Turner has a pretty successful YouTube page.
Good work, Jacob Turner.
Still a wonderful guy. I had a great time going to Trenton with him, chit-chatting with him, but he's doing cool things on YouTube now, telling kids how to get into baseball and stuff, and what agents and money and all that is about.
I'll take a look at that.
Yeah, I
haven't seen that. He was the big show around here for a hot minute.
Yeah, for that 1 year he was.
That 1 year he was it,
making trillions in AA and Erie. And then he got called up, and he talks about, because I've watched a lot of them, he talks about really sucking then in the mid to the end of his career.
Yeah, I mean, it's a reality check, I feel like.
Yeah. He was a $1 billion baby. He got it. Didn't pan out.
Yeah,
still a wonderful human being. Still a wonderful human being from what I remember and I'm seeing now.
Yeah. So well, that's good. I'll check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Otherwise, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this week's show. I am already calling basketball games, and I have 9 miles in the book.
And I am just doing stuff around the house, so nothing that crazy.
Right. Drive down here and let Max OUT, because you'll be able to make it down here and back home before
you even get back out of that game.
Touche. Remember, just because you're trash doesn't mean you can't do great things.
You're a garbage can, not a garbage can not. Make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them.
Because you never know.
Whoop, whoop.